Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we have an all new speed reviews. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. In April, we bought a lot of makeup. There was the Sephora sale and I went a little nuts. There was also a lot of new products released. We also had a Pat McGrath sale toward the end of March. I'm not going to mention every single thing I bought this month because some of those things I've only tried once or twice and I don't feel like that is enough to form my opinion. I like to try things, a handful of times before I officially give my opinion in a speed reviews. So let's hop right into it. The first product was probably one of my most recent review videos, and that is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I know this was a relatively recent reformulation from Dior, and I just don't love this. I think it's okay. I think it's pretty. I think it gives a pretty radiance to the skin, but I don't think it is a long wearing option. I've heard really good things about the matte version of this foundation, but I would never grab for this foundation if I needed it to last for a long time. I just don't. I think it wears off too quickly. I think it wears off too patchy. And the shade range is kind of strange. I do have the shade 1N and it's almost too deep for me. So I found that kind of odd, but so this was just kind of not my biggest hit of the month. Okay, so a new blush formula is from Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Pop Powder Blush in the shade Poppy Pink. This was one of my purchases from the Sephora sale, and I picked up this shade because it's unique to my collection. I don't have bright pinks like this. Now I have two because I also picked up one from Pat McGrath, but I really think this is really pretty. This is definitely a bright color, but it's definitely not as intimidating as it looks in the pan. It just looks so nice on the skin. I'm not wearing it today, but it looks so nice and bright on the skin. It gives such a healthy, flushed look, and it's definitely easier to wear than it looks. It looks very intimidating. It's not. But it is a very pigmented blush. It's also just very, very beautiful. Okay, a new favorite product of mine, and I've been on a bit of a cream bronzer kick. I was debating on this next product. I had it in my cart and I took it out and I went back and forth so many times. The Say Sun Melt Cream Bronzer. This is so good. This is one that first caught my attention because Jamie Page was raving about it, and I really do trust her recommendation. She's a fellow Canadian YouTuber and she also has dry skin. I picked this up on her recommendation and oh my goodness. I constantly talk, whenever I talk about cream bronzer, I'm always saying how I want something that is pigmented but that also blends very easy but doesn't just blend away, but that is very easy to work with and blend. This is that. This is amazing. I have been loving this. I've been reaching for this every day. This is in the shade Light Bronze, which I believe is the lightest one they have. This is so easy to use, so easy to wear, so easy to blend in, especially for a cream product rookie, kind of like I am. This is just incredible. I love this, and it lasts all day. This is such a great product. I can't say enough good things about this cream bronzer from Say. This is just so good. I also tested out the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, and this I do like. This is definitely what it says. It is a very light coverage. It says light to medium, but I really don't think you can get medium with this. But this is a really, really nice light coverage skin tint. This is going to be so perfect for the summer months. So with this product, I've tried it with my fingers, which I absolutely hate doing, and I didn't love it as much. Tried it with a brush, didn't love that. The sponge is definitely the way to go with this for me, but I really like this. This really lasted all day. really just evened out my skin tone and just kind of made me look pulled together, which I really, really enjoyed. It's a fair price point. It is Rare Beauty, so it's not going to be as expensive as a lot of the products that are sold at Sephora, but this is just phenomenal. I've really been enjoying this. I love the packaging, how it's got that flatter side, so when you set it down, it doesn't go anywhere. The fact that it's in a squeeze tube it's not my favorite applicator, but I don't mind. But this is just a really, really nice tinted moisturizer, and this is not the type of product I typically tend to go for, but this one caught my attention, and I'm really glad I tested it out because I've really been enjoying it. So Charlotte Tilbury also released her Pillow Talk Dreams collection at the beginning of the month. Actually, I think it might have been the very end of March. So I did review 2 items from that collection. I reviewed the Pillow Talk Multi Glow All Over Glow highlighter, and I picked up the shade Romance Light. So this is the lighter. There are 2 of these, but I picked up the lighter one. This is a really, really pretty highlighter. So you can just mix all 4 of these together. You can use just one strip for your highlight. You can customize it however you want. This is very pretty. So I will say these 2 over here are more of a metallic. The first 2 shades are more of a metallic, and then these 2 are more glittery. So I prefer these 2 if it was an evening kind of look, and these 2 a little more daytime, but they're still very, very blingy. What I've been doing is really just going into that white highlighter. I think it looks really pretty on my skin tone, so I've really been into that. But this is a really, really pretty formula. This is another one that just sticks around all day long. The packaging is second to none. I'm not surprised, but this is a really, really beautiful highlighter. Let's talk about lip products, and then we can talk about eyeshadows. So I also picked up the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. This one is the one that went completely viral on TikTok, and this is also the shade, I believe, that was going crazy as well. This is in Bare Glow. This is like a super glossy lip balm. It has color to it. It is really nice. It feels super nice on the lips. I do feel like a slight tingle with it, so it is plumping, but it looks so nice on the lips, and it's very, very comfortable, very glossy. I'm glad I picked this up. I understand the hype. I do think this is a really great product. I also, from Makeup by Mario, picked up the Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. This is absolute gold. So this is what I have on today. I want more shades in this line. This is in the shade Almost Bare. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's really quite nice. It's exactly what it says it is. It is an ultra suede sort of feel. It feels like a very soft matte. It dries down. It's not completely transfer proof, but it is long wearing, and it is so comfortable on the lips, and it never ever dries out my lips. And I am somebody who, I look at a matte liquid lip and my lips dry out. So that doesn't stop me from using them, but that is how dry my lips typically are. This though is so comfortable. This is my favorite lip product in my entire collection. I have a lot of lip products, but this is my favorite thing in my entire collection. So that is saying something. I also grabbed from Patrick Ta the Major Volume Plumping Gloss in the shade 2ccs. This is a really, really nice gloss. The packaging is beautiful. This also smells, it smells like cinnamon, those little cinnamon candy hearts. I do hate the smell. And the scent kind of sticks around a little bit. It does have a slight tingle to it, but it's nothing bad. It's nothing aggressive. I just think the packaging is so beautiful. It's very Patrick Ta, very luxury, very high-end, very, very beautiful. It's just, if you cannot stand that cinnamon heart scent in your lip products, pass on this. It is very expensive. It's a great gloss. It's just that scent, pretty strong. And the tingle is not bad though. So there is that. Okay, let's move into eyeshadows. I only have 2 palettes to talk about because there's only 2 that I've really, really put to the test. and the first of which is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Dreams Luxury Quad. So if you have the original Pillow Talk Quad, that one is much more light and a little bit more pink. This one does still pull a little bit pinky toned, but less so than the original. This one is also deeper, so if you have a deeper skin tone, you're going to appreciate this one so much more. The shades in this are just beautiful. The mattes, it's a Charlotte Tilbury matte. They work beautifully together. This first enhanced shade is so, so, so pretty. The pop shade is also very beautiful. It's very sparkly. It's very reflective. It's beautiful. But my favorite has to be this one. If I were to compare between this one and the original Pillow Talk, I like this one more. I think it performs better. I think it just does more. I think the original Pillow Talk is beautiful. It's just, I think this one does a lot more, and I like it. So really, really been enjoying this. I still think her quads are overpriced and overexpensive, but I love this. And finally, the last palette we're going to talk about is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 Rose palette. This is another one super pricey. I was super grateful that it launched during the sale, but this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. If you love those rosy tones on your eyes, I think you'll really, really enjoy this. This is really, really pretty. The mattes work together so well. The shimmers are, I always say they're a bit of a unique texture, and I do think that's true. They feel a little bit more chunky, but they're so good. They're so reflective. This one isn't as much of a hard shimmer as these. This one's more of a metallic, and the cream shades are so easy to use. This first one here, the shade Loyal, so nice as a base, but I overall just really, really love this palette. I love his formula. I actually would go as far as to say I like this one more than his first palette, so I also think that is saying something, but that is it. Those are the products that I tried out in April that I really, really tested. I will get to the rest of the products at the end of May because I will be focusing on those throughout the month of May. But that is it for me today. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know down below if you tried any of these products, if you love them like I did. Yeah, it was a pretty good month. I really only had one product that I really didn't like the most. So that is it. So thank you again so very much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week. And that's it for me today. Thank you again so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!